Greetings, community, and welcome to Entropy and Conflict. Thank you for tuning in. I am your host, Kevin, and this is Kevin's most anticipated reads tomorrow for New Comic Book Day, 3/11/2026. I appreciate each and every single one of you that cruise on through. I truly do. Without you, it wouldn't even be half as much fun as it truly actually is. I'm just looking for there it is. Do that, and there we are. And before I get into it, I want to be able to take a moment and say hi to those that cruise on in on the live. Las Cruces. Hey, how you doing, brother? Hope all is well with you. And Agu, how you do too? Hey, look at the cruise on through. Jag. I hope all's going, good for you and yours. And appreciate you tuning on in. All right, guys, you ready to do this? Let's do this. Let's start off with Marvel. Marvel Studios is going to first bring to us. I'm getting better at this. Just when I was thinking I was doing all right, I'm not. There you are. There you go. There we go. Oh, I just redundantly did it. Dumb me. Marvel's going to start off by giving to us Black Cat issue number 8. I have to admit, I'm still behind, and issue number 7 is still on my reading pile, though I've been reading this series so far, and it's kind of cool. And now that it's tying into some of the Venom stuff with the need of basically Mary Jane to assist her, being that Black Cat tried to reinvent herself, Kingpin and a few others really weren't too happy about it, and here we are with her in desperate need of some help. It's usually the other way around. Usually Mary Jane is in desperate need of help, and she's usually looking for Black Cat to bail her out, and it's the other way around this time. And I really have to admit, I really have been enjoying the series, and yeah, I just saying. So Black Cat issue number 8 coming out on 3/11/2026. As well from that, talk about Doctor Strange issue number 4. Christina, thank you for cruising on in and dance with me. I appreciate you, truly do. And Doctor Strange issue number 4, here we are. As I keep making mention, if Doctor Strange would have just sat out the past year and a half, he would have been fine. But here we are. He's dealing with a lot. I just got some helicopters moving through. And yeah, he's going to have to contend with the fact that he's been dealing with Angela and this whole, not even in Asgard. He's been in this whole other region trying to not only defend himself from the fact that he's being charged with a murder, which goes on to a whole lot of stuff going on, but he has to find his way back to Midgard, Earth 616. And when he finds out what's going on with this whole Sorcerer Supreme thing, that's going to blow his mind too. I'm just saying. So Doctor Strange issue number 4, it is a multi-web we weave. I'm just saying, but he's just trying to get back to home. That's all he's trying to do. Issue number 4 coming out on 3/11/2026. Moving out from that, let's talk about the End 2099 issue number 4. I read issue number 1, started into 2. What I was finding interesting is it really took me back on what was going on. And then when I end up seeing what it looked like to be a death in issue number 1, and then we end up seeing how that works out in 2. Wow. What a way to introduce yourself. So I can't wait to get into issue number 4, because basically there's no, mystery around what's going on. We got basically a nullified Galactus. That is so, I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. This whole, I forgot what it calls itself, but yeah, it's so cool story. I'm a symbiote slut, just can't help it. And I just really like how they're intertwining both symbiote stuff with one of the, more powerful creatures that we've seen in the Marvel universe. So yeah, the End 2099 issue number 4 is kind of cool. Move on from that. Cruise over to Venom issue number 255. Here we are. We're really into this whole, it's part of what's going on between Amazing Spider-Man, the Carnage aspects, which Soul was writing, and then now we have the Venom, and it's all tying together into the spiral stuff. I think it's nine issues. So I want to say this is somewhere in that 4-issue realm. I don't know. What I am knowing is that it's a crossover. Some love it, some hate it. I'm enjoying it because of the individuals that are writing it. We get an introduction of a character that's just murdering a lot of people. This is a very visceral storyline. And I kind of like the horror. I kind of like the gore. When you go ahead and make that combination with the old symbiote stuff that I thoroughly enjoy, for me, it's a hit. Just saying. Let's move out from Marvel and let's cruise over to Image. Image Studios. They're going to go ahead and bring us Dork. Actually, I did buy it. Well, please. I'm not super prepared. I'm slightly prepared. Issue number 2. Half dwarf, half orc. And it's caught, I guess, a lot of people not necessarily by surprise as much as a little bit off guard, not necessarily stating that how much it's gone up in price, but just for the fact that this wasn't just one of those wild push the spec beyond belief type situations, whereas decent story. People are enjoying it. And I've yet to really hear that much negative, if any, about it. So I'm thoroughly enjoying not only how this is, portrayed as a storyline, because I'm kind of familiar with it in the sense that it seems like Barbarian meets Kanto meets Ludocrats. It has this weird combination, and it's just everything that I thoroughly enjoy about comics in its own form, its own way. The art's there, the humor's there, the storyline's there, and you can see that there's an underlining moral and ethic storyline that's inevitably going to be told, especially at the end, to bring it into a really heart-wrenching and heart-giving and thoroughly enjoyable storyline. Starting that way, I believe it's going to end that way. And Dork, issue number 2, coming out on 3/11/2026. Let's move on from that and cruise over to the Seasons, issue number 9. Here we are. Rick Remender is going to bring us a whole new arc with the storyline of the Seasons. For me, it's a difficult storyline to really describe, other than it's a weird, hyper illusionary world that we're living in. It almost seems it's very fantasy based, but it just wonder, like Alice in Wonderland wonder, this type, mixed with characters that, again, this is so difficult for me to there's one character is just try to solve the mystery of what's going on in the sense of what happened to her family. Her family once were detectives themselves in the sense of her mother and father. All the kids are named after seasons are having issues outside of summer. She's the only one that kind of got her stuff together. Yeah. And it's been thoroughly enjoyable just to try to figure out, and how it's been presented is so wondrous. The art is fantastic. The storyline, well, as we've been getting closer to this issue number 9, the first 4 issues were like, what is going on? Then you start understanding what's going on, the thread that's been transpiring, and how this one girl is really trying to almost by herself remove this threat that is taking out her whole town. I really been enjoying it, and I can't wait to get back into this. So it's the Seasons, issue number 9. Highly recommend the trade. Get into the issue number 9 starting on 3/11/2026. Let's move on from that. Talk about the last Image book, which is Transformers, issue number 30. Excuse me. This whole Energon universe has been thoroughly enjoyable. I can't express to you enough how much I've been enjoying what Kirkman's been doing, and with the team that he's been doing with. I know that certain individuals that only been supposed to be coming in and doing a certain amount of, how should I say, consigned work for a certain duration of time, and extended the duration beyond what was initially contracted to do. That's stated. The team that he originally have to put together this Energon universe, and how it's going to be expanding in this coming summer. It's not only been thoroughly enjoyable to read and to go on this journey of his expansion, but I'm looking forward to how this overall multiple series event is going to do this inevitable three-way crossover that no one series is going to really be able to tell its true story without. Transformers issue number 30. Yeah, I can't wait to get my hands on, though it was not my Blue Light special. Let's move out from Mad Cave and cruise over. Move out from Image and cruise over to Mad Cave. They're going to bring us one book, and that book is Gotcha Man, issue number 16. I keep trying to put this thing down. I really been enjoying it, not only because of what it originally was trying to bring me, which was just a nostalgic remembrance of something I grew up with as a kid, but the expansion, the overall now understanding and backstories to not only the characters but the inevitable, this hardcore threat that it just keeps coming back. It's just over and over again. And the reason why I use the word inevitable is we keep seeing it. That's the storyline of these. We're getting attacked by aliens, and it's our science ninjas that are doing the job that keeps us safe on here, planet Earth. Gotcha Man is that group, and they're a group that has groups that has groups. There's backup groups, and one of their main adversaries was their backup group, the group that was like Gotcha Man secondary, group, the contingency group, if you want to put it that way. They've turned evil. They're in full control, and yeah, this was something that, like I said, I was trying to put down. Every time it gets into a new arc, I'm like, all right, I'm not going to start. But the way it leaves the old arc is like, I cannot leave it like this. I need to know. So I'm just saying, Gotcha Man issue number 16. It seems like we finally finalized 3 arcs prior, and we have a one-shot coming out with this issue number 16. And from here, we're starting a whole new arc. If this one-shot doesn't do it right, maybe I'll quit it here. Just saying. Let's move on. I'm probably doubted. Move out from Mad Cave and cruise over to Dynamite Studios. Dynamite is going to bring to us Space Ghost issue number 9. I'm really been enjoying the series, and I can't wait to not only enjoy the series as it moves on. I know it's going to go on to issue number 12 and how it moves on from there. I'm not quite certain. However, I'm enjoying the journey so far, and I can't get enough. So even though I may be a little bit behind, yes, I have not read issue 8. I can't wait to read issue number 9. Let's move out from Dynamite Space Ghost issue number 9, and let's cruise over to Dark Horse. The reason why Dark Horse is going to go ahead and bring to us this week's Blue Light special. This week's Blue Light special is Usagi Yojimbo Kaito 84, issue number 1. Now, this is a series that I've been waiting for months now. It's been way too long since Stan Sakai has brought us a new miniseries. It seems like it's just torturously long, in my opinion. And here we are, so many months later, with a new miniseries. Now, this is something that I have to make amends of. I've not done any research to find out what the storyline is. The reason why is, for me personally, I really don't care. You may go, wait, why? I've been a Usagi Yojimbo fan for so long, it just doesn't matter. They're all, in my opinion, excellent storylines. I've yet to read a Usagi Yojimbo miniseries storyline, anything from Stan Sakai that I didn't enjoy, ever. All right, so hey, here we are with another miniseries, and like I said before, it's been months since Stan has brought anything out, and here we are. All new series, all new storylines with the characters that I've really thoroughly enjoyed. Not only, yes, Usagi, but his cousin And he's been hanging out with a rhino too. I can't remember his name off bat. But the cool thing is these are characters that I not only, or one is which is brand new, but two of which have been around for so long. The storyline, the formatting is classic Stan Sakai. The art, the way everything is put together is just something that I've been reading for the past 40 plus years, and I'm not going to stop now. For those of you that cruise on through, much like you, Christina, Agu, I know you're here, Jag, somewhere. I saw you. And hey, Las Cruces. And to all of you that cruise on through on the rewind, I can't extend to you how grateful and truly appreciative I am. It's been quite some time now that I've been doing this show, and it seems like it keeps building a little bit more of a following, and it seems to be coming together a little bit better. And I think I have to admit, I think I'm enjoying it just a little bit more. Just saying. Thank you very much, and that's it for me. That's